Yo, guys, what up, man? I've been thinking about doing this video for a while. People have been asking, so I'm going to give y'all a little bit of a video here, a little bit of a tips video on how to get this thing out the way. I hate seeing this in the background. How to go flawless. More so on the side of what to look for when drafting and how to approach a game. So what we're going to do is we're going to draft a team. I'm going to walk you through every round, explain why I pick one player over the other, and we're going to play a game with the team, and I'm going to show you my approach to a BR game as well. That's gonna be the video. So 6 times flawless this year. 5 times was how I got Babe Ruth. I also managed to pull Shohei Ohtani, which was super cool, so that really helped. But yeah, so 6 times flawless so far this year. I've gone 10-1 once before too. I got screwed out of that last game, but it is what it is. Have a little bit of an idea what I'm talking about. I was 27 times flawless last year. I try not to play too much BR unless I need stubs because it's not my favorite mode. But let's get into the draft and we'll talk about what we need here. So first up, perfect first round. So I'm going to take, out of these guys, obviously, first of all, here's my tip. Never take diamond pitchers ever. I know when they were, the two-way glitch was a thing, people were taking Babe and Ohtani and whatever, but mostly Babe. You sucked if you did that, by the way. No, never take a diamond pitcher. They might be a little bit better than a pitcher in BR, like an average pitcher, but not worth it. It's a waste of a diamond, right? So you can't, if you get Babe Ruth, right, you can't DH him and pitch him in BR. It's just not a thing. And I know people ask me, hey, how come they can't DH and pitch in two-way in BR? Why not? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, I'm like, well, I don't know. You probably should be able to, right? But then I thought, like, if that was the case, people would just be redrafting nonstop until you get a two-way. There would never be a better pick. You're getting 2 for 1 with your pick. Why would you ever take anybody else? It would be Babe Ruth or Ohtani every time. So I kind of understand that. I don't think it's intentional, by the way, but that is something to think about. I'm going Willie Mays, who I do have I'm halfway to P5 on this card, which is kind of nuts. 71 games, hitting 647, 39 bombs. I know he's somewhat tough to hit with for people. I thought so for myself too, but right now he's absolutely crushing baseballs. And why I'm taking Willie Mays, center field is the most important position next to shortstop in Battle Royale. Outfield is so important to the point where I've actually even revised my draft strategy this year to be, I don't care if they can't hit, right? They got to play. I need outfielders that are good. So we're going to go Willie Mays first. Great first pick. Next up for my diamond round, this is a choice, right, that you can make between JD and Tony Clark. But to me, it's hard to not take this Tony Clark simply because he's a switch hitter and plays decent defense. That's kind of it. Switch hitter with power, plays decent defense, has incredible quirks. To me, switch hitter gives the most value. Yes, JD's got better stats offensively, but he's a primary left fielder, so that means you put him at first or third. He's a common, and no, you don't want to have to DH your diamond. So to me, it's Tony Clark. Next up, I think the pick's always Willie Castro. I know some people say Jorge Soler, which I think is kind of crazy. He's really, really good, but his live series, which is a silver, will do the exact same thing for you. It's a waste of a pick. Willie Castro is an incredible bat who could play all these positions. Yeah, not entirely like super well, but he's fast, which can help. And he's a primary shortstop, and he'll play a decent second base too. That's why I like him. But shortstop, he'll be all right too as well, I guess, if you want him there. Flexibility too. You can put him in left, center, and right. He honestly has played a pretty good corner outfield for me when I used him. He's had some terrible reactions, but the speed plays. So I'll take Willie Castro every time there. For me, it's always Dick Blyer. I think Chafin's not bad, but I think he's kind of readable. Gonsolin's horrendous, and Rasmussen looks decent on paper, but he's really hard to pitch with from the stretch or just from his general pitching motion because he's a stretch pitcher. So I go Dick Blyer, 46 games, a 3 flat ERA with a 114 whip, 20 Ks. And those numbers were inflated by, I played one really solid player in a run with Dick Blyer, and he lit him up. But other than that, he's been super good. These are insane stats to have in Battle Royale for a pitcher. So to me, it's always Dick Blyer. And he's got more stamina, by the way. Incredible control. So this round, Frankie Montas on paper looks good, right? 5-pitch mix, sinker, slider, cutter, splitter. But there is a reliever who's a lefty with slurve, sinker, four-seam, circle change with some quirks. Not Nicky Lopez. If it was the pitching card, maybe. Moncada, nah, he's down on his luck, man. He's no longer the shit like he used to be. For me, this one's tough. Montas is usually someone who gets rocked. This is a pretty good pitch mix. I like the hits per 9, and lefties are kind of valuable here. I'm gonna go with Sam Mole here. Frankie's is very readable. Not a bad pick, but not the one. Okay, so this is a little bit crazy. I gotta take a sip of my drink here before I talk about this one. This is gonna be a tough round for me. I'll tell you why. I have yet to use this Gurriel card, and normally Piazza would be a no-brainer for me because he's been an absolute offensive beast for me, ranked in BR. He's my top three hitter on my team, hitting 542 versus righties. Different man this year. But this Gurriel is going to be a BR nightmare. Plus, he plays a lot of positions. This is actually super, super important. For example, say I draft him right now, and I get nobody better at shortstop. I'm putting him over Willie Castro at shortstop easily because he'll be a silver fielder with a much better arm. Piazza's really one-dimensional. You have to go Gurriel here. Next up, and this is why it's a good pick for me. I just got Daniel Hudson's not bad. Oh wait, his gold card has the sinker. No, this picks Gary Sanchez. Never mind. I thought this guy had a sinker, but he doesn't. Gary Sanchez. Didn't take Piazza. I'm going to have somebody who's going to hit absolute nukes for me. I've used him already in BR runs. I'm going to take him. He's got a great arm, too. Easy pick here. Danny Coulomb. Apparently his name is Coulomb, which is crazy or something like that. I thought it was Colombe. Totally off with that. Manaea's not bad. This guy's not bad at all. The pitch mix is incredible. Morel is solid, too, with the positions he plays in the arm. But to me, the reason why I'm going to go with Santander here is he's... I've had him in right field. He's actually not the worst. Not good, but not the worst. Plays first base, but he's a DH who I know is going to provide incredible offensive value for me. This is when you have to know thyself. 623, 36 games in BR with him, 18 bombs. He is an absolute guaranteed tank a game for me. It's the easy pick. There's my DH. Now, in my mind, I've drafted my DH already. This is why it's important to be actively thinking about this. You have to recognize you already got your DH, so don't draft another one unless you're willing to put Santander at first or in the outfield. And at this point, I have Tony Clark, who can't move. So my first base is locked up. I want him at DH. I had an open spot. There he is. Now I'm going to start looking for where I'm at now because I got Gurriel, who's not a great left fielder, and Santander, who's going to be my DH. I have 2 outfield spots I'm looking to fill. So now if I can counter an outfielder who's an incredible defender, even if they can't hit a lick, I'm going to go for them. Brian Anderson's an incredible defender at third base. Not incredible, but he's solid. Ben Joyce, Dookie, even though he's got outlier, no two-seamer anymore. This is a very bad round. I'm going to be honest. This is a really, really, really bad round. This guy is absolutely terrible. A 3-pitch starter. What am I looking at? And this guy's not even fast. At this point, yeah, this is a brutal round, man. There is nothing redeemable about any of these people here on this board here, other than the fact that Aranda can play positions somewhat well in the infield as a backup, but nothing of value here. For the versatility, I'm gonna take this guy, but he is bad, man. Wow, terrible round. That's an immediate bench. Okay, Dylan Tate is solid, but needs a little more pitches. Not bad. 3 pitches isn't usually great, but he's a lefty. Ranger Suarez is the pick for me. I usually pitch well with him. I used him in 3 games already in BR. He's done all right. I'll take him. Easy round for me. Aaron Loop. Incredible value for a BR pitcher. 5-pitch mix with a crazy arm angle. Flaherty's not bad either, but it's Loop. Okay, tough round. The only gold player I got in this round, and he's playing down. Now, I don't mind taking gold starters. I don't. And I think George Kirby is going to be pretty decent for me. I don't like Royce Lewis for BR. I don't like that. So I'm going to take him. Scott Alexander, lefty reliever with sinker slider changeup. Not even good defensively. A starter with nothing really to work with. So it looks like it's going to have to be Scott Alexander. Okay, we're done with lefties. Can't draft any more lefties. Okay, so this is a pretty good bang for your buck type pick. I'm not going to take Suarez, and I'll tell you why. Most people might fall for this trap. They get excited by the power numbers. Live series Suarez will do the exact same thing for you. Not worth it. This guy could play third, second, and left field with adequate defense and a solid bat. So I'm going to take Paulie here. This is where it gets a little tough too. Chafin, live series, doesn't have the changeup, which is brutal. Manoah, I'm taking Manoah here. He's got a 4-pitch mix that's a little bit, usable here. Okay. Also, by the way, guys, no winter redraft. So we might have to. We might have to here. Dickerson. Whoa, he's actually kind of a really solid outfielder. Hold on. 60 speed, not good. 74 fielding and 57 arm, not a great combo. But 92 reaction. That's kind of wild. I want to see how that plays. Now, Lowe is a platoon bat. But he's a solid outfielder who runs well. Right, third, left, and center. But Dickerson's going to do that, but better. And he has starter potential. I'm going to try out this Dickerson card. What position is he in the outfield? Is he right or left? Left field. Okay. All right. Now we're on to other cards. So Kutch. No. This guy is utility and a bench bat. That's what he's going to be. Seth Lugo on paper looks good, guys. I'm going to be honest. If you don't really care, take him. But that windup is just awful. So I'm not going to do that to me or to my opponent. A man of honor here. As much as I want to take boobies magoobies here, right? Devers. Wait, we have options. Hold on. We have options. I can take Devers and put him at third. Paulie to McCormick's actually a decent outfielder, though. But primary center fielder, and his speed is down. His defense used to be better. He's incredible right now versus... All right, this is a tough draft. I've had a lot of easier drafts. So I'm thinking It gives me outfield versatility, but Devers is an auto bomb in a lot of ways. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do here is Devers goes to third, Paulie to left. No, Paulie to second base. We need a second baseman. Oh, yeah. Wait. No, we make moves here. I wish you could change your lineup as it happens. Devers to third. That's going to be that play. Paulie to left. Gurriel to second base. Because Gurriel plays second base, but he's not really fast. Low reaction, low speed, and left field is kind of it's going to be a bit of a problem. McCormick's not a bad pick at all, but if he was a better defender. Oh, Shota Imanaga, that's fun. Chris Martin, for me, is the pick. Ian Happ's a GOAT, but he's playing down. Chris Martin, 5-pitch mix. He gets rocked a little bit, but I got to pitch better. That's what it comes down to. Robin Yount, what do you do? What do you do? Austin Wells, man, that Diamond Austin Wells was a demon. This is such a weird card. 99 fielding and reaction is incredible, but 59 speed just negates all of that. He'd still be a plus left fielder because that defense is going to play like crazy in left field. But it's just like when the best thing, and you hit reverse splits, like you're way better versus lefties. He's just a weird card, man. If they just give this guy like 70 speed, solid. But because of Herman Marquez actually having 99 velocity and 5-pitch mix, and we need another starter, I'm going to take that. Pause right now. Ellie De La Cruz. That's the easy pick. Next. Why I'm pausing. We have one starter position left. Why am I pausing this? We have one common left. I'm saving that starter spot for a common. I have never needed to go to my fifth starter in BR. For a start, at least. That is the throwaway spot. That is where your common should be, ideally. There are some good commons. There's a lefty reliever. I forget his name. A lefty reliever with like 70 stamina who is good pitch mix, and he's a reliever. He's a common. That aside, always try and save your fifth starter spot for a common. Now, Ellie, he's a demon, dude. Ellie hit, I'll never forget this, bro, my first flawless run. Ellie hit a dead center bomb against a lefty with no boosts, 46-48, low changeup, dead center Atlanta. I'll never forget that. I mean, Jake Berger is honestly incredible, but we have too many. We have our DH and stuff. We're good. He's going to play a solid shortstop. We have to work our defense around. And even if he has to go on the bench, we'll make things happen. We'll make things happen. I have ideas here. I have ideas for what to do here. Oh, man, I really want Corbin for starting pitcher. But no, wait, he has that slow slider. Okay, so we're going to make moves here. Foscue, Victor Mesa. Dom is a pinch hitter, I'm thinking. See, he's the best pick in the out of all these guys here. Tell me I'm about to go on that whole shtick about why you should take a common and then not do it. This round, I'd be wasting it, right? I wish there was, and there's still a chance that for my last bench spot, I can get a common who's a speedy guy. We have enough bats. I'm going to take Dom Smith. I'm going to follow my logic here. We don't need any more. Oh, no sinker. We don't need any more lefties. No. Only one is this guy. He's got a two-seamer, slurve, and a curveball. Double curveball's crazy, but he's got a decent mix. We need some better righties. Some bullpen arms. They really want to take starters. All right, good enough mix. And did he get another pitch added? I swear he was only a 3-pitch guy. Well, he's playing up today, too. We have a pretty shitty bullpen. Wow. I'm going to break my rule. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is a starter round, right? Brandon Bielak is a bullpen guy, but his stamina is still 78, and he's a 5-pitch mix with 99 break. 95, 99, and 99 his last 3 pitches. This is where I break my rule here. I take Bielak. That is such good value. And for a starter, this actually worked. Oh, damn, I like this guy a lot, too. Darvish sucks because he doesn't have a splitter. But Aaron Civale is one of my best BR arms, always. Cutter is microscopic. So I'm actually not mad about it. I managed to turn that common round into another good arm. While I have I have 5 starters who can get it done. So I'm not mad about this. Now it's time to make some changes. So what we're going to do, Devers going to go in. He's going to play third base. Paulie's going to play, I could have him at second base. See, this is where I'm wondering what I want to do here. Dickerson's going to go to the bench. Ellie's going to go here. I think Castro is going to DH. No. Wait. Is he better on defense than Devers? Probably. I think I'd rather have... It's going to be a much lower reaction. But at that point, we'll do that. We're making moves. This is a weird team. This is a very strange draft. So we're here. Paulie's actually going to stay in his primary. Willie's going to get bounced over to his secondary. Second base will be fine. Ellie's going to play primary shortstop. Reaction's low, but that speed in the arm and 67 glove, he'll be just fine over there. So he's going to play shortstop. No, wait. I forgot about Santander. It was too good to be true. This is such a weird draft. Wow, is it strange. Devers is going to play third. Paulie's going to play second base. Willie Castro is going to be in right. Paulie's going to be in left. Gurriel's going to be in right. I'd rather Castro's poopy defense be at second, although he'd be faster in the outfield. But he's going to be a silver out there with decent arm. This is tentative here. 2 slow outfielders. We're going to try Paulie at second, Castro in left, and this is why Willie Castro's so valuable. And I'm going to have Gurriel in we'll do Gurriel in his primary. It makes no sense to put him in a secondary. So we'll have a gold fielder in left and Lourdes Gurriel with a decent arm. He's going to be a little slower, but we'll see how he plays. Castro's going to play right. Not great, but I've had him out there and it's all right. Willie Mays is going to do a lot of heavy lifting, and we'll have Ellie play shortstop. See, this is why Dickerson could be solid. So we have options here too, right? So if we need, we'll make moves here. If it's that bad, we have Dickerson to play decent left field. He looks pretty good, but he screams pinch hitter. So we'll have him here. I kind of want to start him, but this team is solid. Okay. So now lineup construction. Why do I bat Willie Mays leadoff? Other than the fact that he's obviously a leadoff candidate here because he's fast, I like people's minds, and he can steal bags a little bit. In BR, my logic's very simple. I want the guy who's batting first to be the person I want to get the most ABs in a game. That's how BR. It's 3 innings. It's 3 innings. You want to turn the lineup over to your best guy ASAP, right? That's it. Plain and simple. 2 for me. I'm going to go with, it could be hit or miss. It could be a lot of different things. I'm going to go with Gurriel this time. Then I'm going to go with Tony Clark. Then I'm going to go with Paulie. Then I'm going to go with Willie. Then I'm going to go with Devers. I'm going to go Santander, Willie Castro, Devers. I hit better with Gary Sanchez. We'll go Gary Sanchez, Devers, Ellie De La Cruz. This lineup's incredible. Swap that. Don't want back-to-back righties. That's my lineup right there. I can even make it a little bit better. Santander in the 3 spot. I like it. I like him. He just does good things. I mean, you can't argue those numbers. This lineup at this point, we're kind of just like, we're splitting hairs here. What we could do, it doesn't matter. These guys are all going to mash anyways. I mean, I'm hitting 572 with 28 tanks, a damn near 2 OPS, 2,000 OPS with this guy. So we're chilling. And that's the team. Now, as far as a bullpen, we're pretty weak. Chris Martin and Brandon Bielak are going to have to do some heavy lifting. And if this Matt Bush guy can do all right, we'll see. But our lefties are really good. Dick Blyer, Aaron Loop, that's insane. And the starters are incredible. And we have an extra righty arm here, right? So I'm going to avoid using Manoah unless I need to, because he'll be the extra righty that I don't have in my pen. That's lineup construction. We'll get into the game. Babe Ruth. Hey, brother, who gonna tell this guy that Babe, you can't two-way him, man? Well, that's not true. You could if you start Babe and then you swap your DH into the field, your pitcher hits because you forfeit your DH spot. So you can technically do it, but we're doing too much if we're doing that, man. All right, and now we warm up our bullpen, guys. I'm not sure if this guy's good or not. We just don't know yet, so we're gonna get up our best arms ASAP. So I guess BR tip 1. I mean, I think a lot of people, if you've played BR, you know this, but just in case you don't, warm up your guys ASAP. Sometimes you're only gonna get 3 batters out of your guys. Ellie, Cannon. I'm curious to see how Gurriel plays in that field. He's gonna be the biggest X factor. God help us if they decide to give George Kirby his knuckleball that he throws in real life. God help us all, man. Good. Way to cut. Are we gonna make it there? That was close. I feel like you should have taken it yourself, brother, but it is what it is. George Kirby, he's so fun to pitch with, and he's got a very deceptive motion. If they ever decide to give him a car with good hits per 9, it's going to be a problem. Also, another tip for BR, right? Especially if they start a reliever. Not that they are now, but take a lot of pitches, right? I'm not huge on take. Oh, it's a dot. No, I'm not usually huge on taking until 2 strikes, but stamina is such a factor in BR. Pitchers get tired. Like starters have to 6 pitches, relievers have to literally 3, and pitchers. First of all, it's hard to throw strikes to them when they're tired, and I feel like exit velo definitely goes up for sure. So it's what you want to do. Yeah, Babe's not. This is why you don't draft diamond pitchers, guys. It just doesn't do anything for you. Doesn't do anything for you. If you judge Babe off BR, bro, you'd think he's the worst pitcher ever. That being said, he'll probably cook most people. Plus, if you batted him first, you could swap out your DH and have him hit. The shift. L. First at bat with this Gurriel. I like his swing. Yeah. Yeah. That's life. That's life, brother, man. Well, Graham Pauley's got a good swing, too. Back to back yaks. He's just letting Babe die on the mound now. I will say, something that I've seen that's a little confusing to me this year. A lot of it's probably because I'm streaming and they're in the game and they see themselves on stream, so they just stay there. People are just taking ass beatings in BR, just like staying in there, and like it's one thing if you don't want to give up and quit. I get it. They don't even take their pitchers out. They just leave them in there, and it's not even mission guys. They're just like down to let them get rocked. It's very bizarre. This ball's getting annihilated. This guy thinks I'm cheating, probably. See, like, why is Babe still in, bro? 7 runs in, no outs. Like, yeah, I mean, that's not a pitch you want. I can afford, obviously, in the situation I'm in right now, but in general, like, just in BR, to take more pitches. Be a lot more selective. I don't like the shift, guys. I don't like it. For every out it gives you, it lets up 3 hits, I feel like. That was obviously going to beat the shift no matter what, or beat any kind of defense, but letting up a fluke down the line that should have been caught for like 3 bases, nah, that would trigger me. Oh, wow. When they say it rains, when it rains, it pours. Oh, my God. This guy hasn't recorded an out yet. 7 runs later, a guy on base, and then that goes by. I'll be honest. I don't really know why he's still in the game. I feel like most people would quit, but there goes Babe. So, no, you can't hit with him, and he's just kind of gone. Like, I found myself a lot of times this year, I've had to, like, get myself out in BR because people just take the shellacking. That's going to be an out. I didn't even touch that. Jesus, man. I thought I'd suck with Tony Clark because he's gigantic, and I don't really hit well with tall guys, but he's been really good to hit with, man. He's straight to the ball. Okay, man took a fall. Felt a little unnecessary, but I like that. I'll be honest, I like mentally checked out a little bit there. After all the runs. I'm gonna sit on the good arms. Okay, if I was actually paying more attention, I probably would have sat down the better arms already. But I'm not paying attention, so I'm gonna try and get a couple outs here with Kirby. Don't really know where that swing came from, but there it is. This guy's willing and ready to give me a game here. I would have bought a reliever by now, but I'm not going to waste my good arms here in this game. It's a little bit of a wash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the worst relievers in here. Ellie. That's not a good swing. Unlucky. It happens. It's BR, man. Another thing, a mentality perspective here for BR. Once you hit enter draft and you draft a team and you go into game 1, just expect nonsense. Time for a new arm. A little overdue. Be prepared for nonsense, guys. It's going to be a trillion foul balls. All the nonsense, right? It's a war of attrition in BR. And it's mental warfare, too. Got him out in front. W. I'll say, 4-seam down the middle. Ballsy pitch selection. I wish I get myself out. There's no reason to prolong this. I'm up 9. This guy's not gonna. If he puts up 9, I deserve to lose. There's no way. What are you doing, man? Okay. All right. He realized that I wasn't gonna play the long game here. That's it, guys. I just want to give a little bit of a demonstration with the team, talk about what I have to do, early game strategies, how to approach platoons. I'm not going to get a scenario every time where I could show you how a platoon would make sense, but I could tell you what I would do if it were to happen. That's it. I hope this video helps you guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. Love you guys.